Well, this kind of leads into our next one. So the next one is this is again a father. I don't know why these fathers are like grow some dads, grow some.
Right.
Okay, so he talks about how him and his wife adopted a little girl like 16 years ago, and it's been wonderful and it's such a rewarding experience up until about 2 years ago. Well, let me tell you something. She's a teenager.
Sounds right.
now, now the
Yeah.
daughter, he's like, has turned into a teenager
Right.
and she wants to go meet her real mom someday. And because she's kind of like in those teenage years and acting out, she's really mad at the parents and she's like threatening to go live with her like bio mom. And the dad is just like emotionally just exhausted from his teenage daughter. And he kind of just doesn't like his daughter right now.
I mean,
And
if
he
she's
wants to
never
know if
met the
that's
bio mom and she thinks she's going to go live with her, she's probably delusional.
well, I mean, so the dad wants to know, like, is he an a-hole for not liking his daughter right now?
No,
Basically.
kids are
That's
not
like
likable all the time.
biological or not biological. Like
Right.
sometimes you're like, fuck this kid, man. like
Uh-huh. Yeah.
sick of it. But it's just
I
normal. Like you're human. Like, and that is hurtful because I did read that one, and it's like, I get it. You've spent money, like you took this child in and you didn't have to, like they didn't have a home. So like I've done all this stuff for you. And then for you to act like that, I can get how that's hurtful.
It's hurtful,
But
but I
it's
hope
also
as a parent they know that, well, I am still the adult though, because she's an idiot kid and I can feel like I don't like her right now and I'm hurt, but outwardly what I do doesn't match the feelings, right? Because you still have to be the adult no matter what.
Yeah.
Because you have a fully developed brain and they don't.
well, I kind of feel there's a lot going on here. Number one, it's like you're the adult. You need to, like you said, you're the adult. You need to realize she's a teenager. This is how
Yeah.
teenagers are. They are a-holes. I mean,
Right.
and they say mean things. I mean, that's part of them growing up and learning how to disconnect from their parents so they can
Yep.
go out into the world and become like
Right.
successful adults.
And if she wasn't adopted, she would probably just be doing the same thing, but just with a different angle, right?
Yeah,
Kids are going to
exactly.
go through stuff. It doesn't, all kids,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter who
Yeah.
birthed them or whatever. They're all going even really good kids that have never had a single thing bad happen in their life ever can still be jerks. I mean,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and you can learn to, you can not like somebody and somebody in your family, like at a period of time because of the way they're acting. I mean, I think we all have gotten
right.
that way, even with our spouses. We're like, I just don't like you at this moment.
Exactly. People got
And
to
there's,
understand that's normal.
yeah. I mean, you still love them. You don't particularly like them at
You don't
part of
like
the way
them.
they're acting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I just think it's like, he needs to be an adult and, realize like she's just being a teenager. And
I want to know
she
what context we're missing out of this. Like when the arguments come up, like what does he say back to that? Or what do the parents
He
say
probably
back to
says,
that?
fine, go
Like,
live with your mom because his
that's
feelings
what
are
I'm
hurt.
saying. If you
Yeah.
say that, then that's probably, putting fuel on the fire.
Exactly. That's what I mean. You got to act like the adult, even if you don't feel like you want to,
Yeah.
or you know what I mean. Even if you feel hurt, it's still ultimately you're supposed to act like an adult and not take it personally because kids just
Mhm.
suck a lot of times.
well, and I also
Yeah.
think that when you as a parent, you're not really prepared for the fact that parenting gets harder as they get older. Like you
Right.
think that, oh, it's really hard because they're babies and they're
Right.
crying. But it's like as they get older, there are these little people that have their own opinions about what they want
Yeah.
to do with life. And they're always going to be like thinking they know more than you.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's just a different kind of hard. It's like, no, I don't have to wipe anybody's butt or like carry them or, there's a lot of things you don't have to do anymore, but you have to do like the real hard work is that's how I
Mhm.
think of it. And like feel like being home with the kids more is important now in a way that I didn't think so when they were like babies being held by the nanny, because I was like, it don't matter who holds a baby as long as somebody holds a baby. But now they have like real problems in life. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
they can't just be solved with giving them a bottle or changing their poopy diaper. They got like real stuff. So they need actually the parent involved. That's how
Yeah.
I kind of feel about it.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think there's a lot of, they get heartbroken and there's a lot of social like pressures and friendships
Yeah.
and just things that are going on.
Yep.
And they're maturing. And the thing he doesn't realize is like she's only 16
Yeah.
is that her brain isn't actually fully matured yet either.
Yeah.
So it's like she's gonna say things that are hurtful because we all did that when we were
Yep.
younger. And he
Exactly.
did that. And then I wonder, I'm like,
Right.
how did you raise this girl up to this age too? I'm like, did you, I mean, it was wonderful. Everything's always wonderful when you look back. in the
Mhm.
Well, and
past.
people also look at stuff through rose-colored glasses when you get beyond it a little bit. And I don't know that most adults are as self-aware as all of us are, to where I'm like, no, I remember I was terrible. Like I feel like a lot of people don't think of their own selves critically, so maybe they don't understand that they were just as bad or worse than that back then. Like, I
Mhm.
know my parents did not like me for a while, and they were not wrong in that opinion. I was terrible. So I'm like, yeah, well, but they still are the adults. They can't be like crying because I hurt their feelings. When my kids do dumb stuff, I will like talk to them about it and be serious and punish them, but it's not like my feelings are hurt or something in a way. Do you know what I mean? Because it's not personal. It's just kids
Mhm.
being kids.
It is. It is. It's just
Yeah.
it is kids being kids, and I'm like, dude, dad. I'm like, you. I don't know, but you need to realize like she's just being a teenager, and just
Yeah.
you got to still love her and support her, and realize also she's got to be going through a lot of emotions. Being a 16-year-old girl, being like, I was, yeah, you love me, and people. Kids will take things out on their parents because they know it's a safe space too,
Exactly.
and he's not
Mhm.
realizing that this is safe for her to like vent her frustrations out
Yeah.
on the people that actually love her and support her.
Yep.
And also being adopted, she's got to realize I was given up by somebody too. And that's, I think,
Right.
at that age, it's really hard to comprehend and wrap your
Yeah.
head around that.
Well, and she might be really nervous about meeting the bio parents, and this is a way of like lashing out about it or something.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
maybe they don't even want to meet her. I mean, some bio parents do not.
The dad needs to grow up.